Hello everyone, welcome to episode 24/7. My name is Niharika Bhatnagar and I am with you with the specific area of our series that is 10 minutes show. Acha everyone, today I'm coming up with the next particular topic which is called capital and revenue expenditure. First of all, everyone, please share the session, like the session, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. Acha, when we talk about capital and revenue expenditure, now this is one of the easiest topic, but at the same time, this requires a little, I would say, a little more detailed information. It requires a very precise knowledge of what exactly is capital and what is revenue expenditure. Acha, everyone, let's talk about two things. I've picked two pens. This is one specific pen that I normally use for writing in my diary and all. So this is one particular pen, and probably it would end in a month or two or maybe 3 months maximum if I don't use the pens at all. Right? So in this case, I have got this pen and I have got this pen. This is my digital pen through which I write in our classes and all. So I write in this class as well. So this particular pen is something that I bought maybe in 2022, I believe, right? So it's been 2 years that I've been using this pen. So this pen is 2022 and this is just this year I've got it. Abhi. Just last month I've got this particular pen and I've been using it from the last 1 month in writing in my diary and also. This is what I do. So basically, this pen is something that helps me to earn, right? This is helping me to earn because I'm taking the class, and while taking the class, I earn. You know, I get a salary, I get a part of profits, or whatever I'm having. Whatever I receive as income, that is a part of this. That is, this pen is giving me that particular benefit. Now, this pen is basically doing nothing of that sorts, but it's just used for regular purpose. There's a difference. When you talk about this pen, this helps you to increase your earnings. This is a capital expenditure. This is for the regular day-to-day working. This would be consumed in less than 1 year, and it is basically an expenditure which I have to do because again human memory is limited. I have to note down properly कि अच्छा what exactly I'm dealing with or what exactly I need to do in the upcoming day. So just to plan everything. So basically, if I talk about the capital versus revenue expenditure, how can I define it further, everyone? If I talk about the capital and revenue expenditure, the good part about this is the capital and revenue expenditure talks about a specific area where capital and revenue expenditure are basic things they are saying, and then it is based upon the expenditure that you are doing. The purpose of the expenditure will determine what exactly is going to be the fate of it. So basically, if it increases your financial performance, if it increases your earnings, then it's a capital expenditure. If it's doing nothing of that sort, it's just going for your regular day to day, then it's your revenue expenditure. Okay, that's the part of your financial reporting and decision making. So let's talk about this in detail. Okay, first of all, everyone, share the session, like the session, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. Okay, this is very, very important. Your little initiative plays a very important role in bringing up the positivity in us. Chale, let's bring up something new for you. Right? Okay, now comes the next point, everyone. How do you define capital expenditure? Okay. When we talk about capital expenditure, so capital expenditure refers to that. This is also called capex. This is the expenditure that you do which is going to have a long term impact. See, I bought this particular pen and it is still used, and probably I'm going to use it further as well until unless I find some really good touchpad and pen which I suitable for me. Then what I'll do, I'll just leave this one and I'll get another one. Right? This is what we do in terms of increasing our source of income. The car I possess, it's a capital expenditure. Why? Because that car helps me to commute. It helps me to reach wherever I want to, and it also helps me to work upon the business purposes and everything that we are doing. So when all these things are considered, that car is basically a capital expenditure. But what about the petrol in it? Car is something that I bought once and it is going to be used over a span of 15 years. Normally our petrol cars is having an RC of 15 years. Hai na? But when I talk about petrol, hai na, if I put petrol in it, the petrol will not, normally it won't survive even a month. Once I get my full tank, and if I have to go somewhere and if I go a little far, then probably within a month I have to get it refueled twice at least. Hai na? So when we talk about this part, the consumption of petrol is not capital expenditure. It is not going to increase my car's earnings. For example, if I get modification of my car in terms of engine capacity, which leads to a situation that the life of my car enhances or the power of my car enhances, that will be a capital expenditure. But day to day cleaning expenditure, the car person who comes and the cleaner of the car, or I would say the particular person who is involved in putting petrol in it, the maintenance and everything. So basically that maintenance and repair and putting up of petrol, regular expenses, means revenue expenses. Those super duper expenditures which make an impact in terms of that asset, it builds up that asset, it makes up that asset, then it's called capital expenditure. So this increases your production capacity, or it increases your operational efficiency. It's gonna take you to the next level. Here it includes property, plant and equipment if I purchase it. Acha everyone, I bought an AC. My AC is my capital expenditure. I bought an AC and then what did I do? I installed it. Then the installation charges that I paid, what are those? Any expenditure which is done in order to make the asset ready to use, that is called capital expenditure. This installation, see, if I don't install my AC, if I put the split AC on the floor, what's gonna be the purpose of getting an AC altogether? I need a person who would come and put my AC and also the pipe through the wall, and then it is also going outside, and that's how we are maintaining it. The entire AC setup is there. Without putting up that AC setup, this AC cannot work. So basically, anything which is incidental to make that particular thing ready to use is a part of capital expenditure. Achha, there's another question then. If installation of AC is a capital expenditure, then what about the service charges that we have to pay? The one who comes up and clears the filter and all, hai na? Sometimes you clean it up your own as well, right? So my father is someone who was very involved in terms of these white goods and all, so he was always into this field. So what he does is he knows how to clear the filter, so he makes us clear that particular filter wala area every now and then, that you should do it on your own. But there is an expenditure that we are incurring. If we are not calling the service person, what do? We take up that particular filter socket there, whatever the specific that kind of part is there, that is a kind of filter, is basically just like a sieve. So what you do is you take it out, then you clean it up with a normal cloth, and then you are also putting a lot of water on it so that the entire dust and all is gone. Now I am putting my time, I am putting my efforts, at the same time I am using water to clear it up, hai na? So basically expenditure is being incurred to run that particular AC. I am also I'm also using electricity. They are 4-star, 5-star ACs that we are using. So technically, even if they are energy efficient, they are still running our electricity. So basically this amount is what, when we talk about this area, this is something which we can define as, this regular expense is a revenue expenditure. Look at software and technology. In terms of software, all these digital assets that we possess, they are all a part of this. When we talk about this area, this is also a part of capital expenditure. Tangible asset, intangible assets, they are all covered in this. Aisa nahi hai that only tangibles are a part of it. You can touch it or you cannot touch the copyright, trademark, patent, goodwill, but they are still capital expenditure, right? Then revenue expenditure, the expenditure which can be said as OPEX, that is operating expenditure. It encompasses expenses of day-to-day nature. This is for your day-to-day operations. It includes salaries and wages. It also includes the service part of the plant, then marketing and advertising. Last is if you are involved in raw material and supplies. So basically in this case, what are they doing? They are utilizing all these things in order to produce what we want for your business. So that is revenue expenditure. Got the idea? First part is your capital expenditure, which is building up your asset, and the revenue expenditure is to maintain that asset. Now, when we look at the broader perspective, what are the differences? Number one, here it is to acquire and improve the long-term asset. That is capital expenditure. In Revenue, you are just using it for day to day. In this case, the benefit will expand to more than 1 year, while revenue expenditure is within 1 year. Then impact on balance sheet, capital expenditure will have an impact on balance sheet, but revenue expenditure will have an impact on profit and loss. Okay? This will not be a part of your assets, but it would be a part of profit and loss account. Then this is the entire concept of capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. If you like this specific class, and please go ahead and share it among your peers, and don't forget to like it, everyone. Your little efforts plays a very important role in pushing us in terms of bringing up more videos for you. So thank you so much for being there, everyone. Bye bye.